Once again, I welcome you all for the discussion on matrices. So, this class number 8, we are going to discuss about eigenvalues and eigenvectors. Previous classes we have discussed about rank of a matrix and a system of equations, how to find their consistency and then determining the solution of system of equations using different methods, especially using the matrix tool. And in this class we are going to start with a new chapter, that is eigenvalues and eigenvectors. Let A be any n square matrix. N square matrix in the sense n cross n matrix, a matrix having n rows and n columns, and X be any non-zero column vector. So it is a matrix of order n cross 1. Then there is a possibility of finding a scalar lambda such that Ax will be equal to lambda times of x. See here, A is a matrix of order n cross n and x is a matrix of order n cross 1. So their product will be a matrix of order n cross 1 again, right? So it is a column vector, and that column vector you can write as a product of the given column vector x and a scalar lambda. So there is a possibility of finding lambda such that Ax equal to lambda x. See, we are not saying that it is always possible. So most of the time we may not find such lambda, but there is a possibility such that a scalar lambda exists satisfying the condition Ax equal to lambda x. Then it can be written as Ax minus lambda x equal to 0. Then taking x as a common factor, you will be having a minus lambda I into x equal to 0. So what you have to note down here is, this lambda being a scalar and this is a matrix, we must write this scalar in terms of matrices. So I will write, instead of just lambda, I will write lambda I. So you cannot take the difference of a matrix and a scalar. Both should be either scalars or should be matrices. So you have to write this in terms of matrices. So lambda I it becomes. So A minus lambda I into x equal to 0. Now here 0 refers to a zero vector or zero matrix, you can say. More specifically you can say that will be a zero column vector or zero column matrix, you can say. It is not just a zero, it is a zero matrix. Now taking determinant on both sides, you will be getting determinant of A minus lambda I into determinant of x equal to 0. Determinant of zero matrix is 0, no worry about it. Now determinant of A minus lambda I into determinant of x equal to 0, but determinant of x is not equal to 0 because it is a non-zero column vector. So for any non-zero column matrix or any non-zero row matrix ಅಥವಾ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್, ಸೊ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಅಥವಾ ರೋ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅಥವಾ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಅಥವಾ ರೋ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ನ ಸಿನೋನಿಮ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ವಿ ಯೂಸ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ವರ್ಡ್ matrix as a synonym in case of column matrix or row matrix. Now determinant of x is not equal to 0 because it is a non-zero column vector or non-zero column matrix. So product of these two numbers is equal to 0 means we must have determinant of A minus lambda I equal to 0. That is the idea that comes from abstract algebra. So that is out of syllabus, we don't discuss about that. So that result says actually if A into B equal to 0, we must have either A equal to 0 or B equal to 0. That's what we are going to use here. So determinant of A minus lambda I into determinant of x equal to 0 implies either you must have determinant of A minus lambda I equal to 0 or determinant of x equal to 0. But determinant of x is not equal to 0. Why? Because x is a non-zero column vector or non-zero column matrix. So we forced to have determinant of A minus lambda I is equal to 0. So we got this one. So determinant of A minus lambda I equal to 0. Now expanding this, we get a polynomial of degree n. What is n? That is the order of a. Okay, so whatever the order of a, that a polynomial of that degree will be obtained here. And what is this a minus lambda I represents actually? That is the matrix obtained from A by decreasing the diagonal entries by lambda, or in a simpler form, it is a matrix that is obtained from A by subtracting lambda from all diagonal entries of A. So we don't touch non-diagonal entries or entries which are we don't touch non-diagonal entries, but we subtract lambda from the diagonal entries, then take its determinant. That will give you a minus lambda I matrix. So taking its determinant, we will get determinant of a minus lambda I equal to 0. So this gives a polynomial of degree n. As I said, that polynomial is called characteristic polynomial. That is called characteristic polynomial of A. Characteristic polynomial of the matrix A. Now, the roots of characteristic polynomial, usually, yes, one point I forget there. Characteristic polynomial is usually denoted by f of lambda. Why it is denoted by f of lambda? Because the characteristic polynomial will be in terms of lambda. That will be in terms of lambda. So it is a polynomial of degree n in the variable lambda. So generally we use f of lambda to denote the characteristic polynomial. So more specifically, you have to write this as f a of lambda, so that it is the characteristic polynomial of the matrix A. So the roots of that polynomial are called eigenvalues or latent roots or proper values of A. That is one more point you have to keep in mind. So given any matrix, we got a minus lambda I, then we find its determinant, that gives a polynomial of degree n. Then solving that polynomial, you get roots of that polynomial. That roots are called eigenvalues of A. And this x that we initially consider, that x is called the eigenvector of A corresponding to lambda. That is called the eigenvector of the matrix A corresponding to lambda. Okay. Now note some important points we have to recall here. That helps to find, solve problems on eigenvalues and eigenvectors. Eigenvectors corresponding to different eigenvalues. Okay, eigenvectors corresponding to same eigenvalue need not be. Okay, what is the first point? Yes, sorry. Eigenvectors corresponding to an eigenvalue need not be unique. Okay, the first point, just concentrate on the first point. So this point says what? Given any matrix A, then it will be having some eigenvalue. Then how many eigenvectors it may have? Okay, so given any eigenvalue, it may have more than one eigenvector. It is not necessary to have unique eigenvector for any lambda. So given any eigenvalue, it may have one eigenvector or 2, 3, 4 depending on the given matrix. So eigenvectors corresponding to an eigenvalue need not be unique. First point. Second point, actually that I have not mentioned here. So the second point is, suppose you have two different eigenvalues, so lambda 1 and lambda 2, then corresponding to, you will be having eigenvectors x1 and x2. Then the eigenvectors corresponding to different eigenvalues are linearly independent. We have not yet discussed, or in this course we don't discuss about that concept, linear dependence or independence. So I have not included that point here. I'll just orally mention it. Eigenvectors corresponding to different eigenvalues are linearly independent. In fact, eigenvectors corresponding to same eigenvalues are also linearly independent. No two eigenvectors are linearly dependent. That is the point you have to remember. Second point, as mentioned here, sum of eigenvalues of a matrix will be equal to the sum of diagonal entries of that matrix. See, this parameter is called the trace of that matrix, trace of A. Sum of eigenvalues of a matrix is equal to sum of the diagonal entries of that matrix. Okay, that sum, that is sum of the diagonal entries, is called the trace of A, trace of the corresponding matrix A. So generally sum of eigenvalues is equal to trace of A. Product of eigenvalues is equal to determinant of A. So I think determinant, you are familiar with that concept. I don't go much into that concept. As a consequence of point 2, we have point 3. Let A B, C, D, a 2 cross 2 square matrix, or simply a 2 cross 2 matrix. Then the characteristic polynomial of A can be written directly. That is given by this rule. F of lambda equal to lambda square minus of A plus D times of lambda plus of AD minus BC equal to 0. In more general form, this can be written as lambda square minus trace of A into lambda plus determinant of A equal to 0. So this is the general formula for the characteristic polynomial, I mean S, characteristic polynomial of the matrix A of order 2 cross 2. Similarly, you can get the formula for of order 3 cross 3, 4 cross 4, but that will be a bit difficult. Computing using such formula is difficult compared to usual method, in the sense determinant of A minus lambda equal to 0. That is the best method for higher order matrices. For 2 cross 2, we can use this formula. Okay, with this base, let us solve problems. I will consider problems one by one. Find the eigenvalues and eigenvectors of the following matrices. So first matrix I am going to consider here is A equal to, let us start with the simple one, 1 2 5 4. 1 2 5 4. This is the first matrix I am going to consider. Solution. So here A equal to 1 2 5 4. I will directly write the polynomial. So just to save time, I am not going to write all the steps clearly, but while writing in your examination or internals, you have to write every step carefully. You should not miss any step. Solution, let, okay, for this I will write it 1 2 5 4, that is a given matrix A. Then f of lambda, you can write it directly, right? F of lambda equal to lambda square minus trace of A. Trace of A is 5 minus 5 lambda, determinant of A 4 minus 10, that is minus 6, is the characteristic polynomial, corresponding characteristic polynomial. Now f of lambda equal to 0 implies lambda square minus 5 lambda minus 6 equal to 0. That implies lambda minus 6 lambda plus lambda minus 6 equal to 0. So factorizing this, it will be lambda minus 6 into lambda plus 1 equal to 0. So that implies lambda equal to minus 1 comma 6, right? So the eigenvalues of A are, the eigenvalues of A are minus 1 comma 6. You do one thing, instead of just writing minus 1 comma 6, lambda 1 equal to minus 1 comma lambda 2 equal to 6. You can take lambda 1 equal to 6 and lambda 2 equal to minus 1. There is no specific order to write the eigenvalue. So that is the first step. Off of this step is over. So next we need to find the corresponding eigenvectors, right? Next, to find the eigenvectors, to find the eigenvectors, to find the eigenvectors. So colon ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ ಈಗ colon. So first case 1 ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, case 1. So there are two eigenvalues, right? Two cases we need to consider. So first case, lambda 1 equal to minus 1. So you have to write the first eigenvalue, then and assume So first eigenvector, right? You can take x1 or simply you can take x, no problem. So I will take x1 just to specify it. So here it is a 2 cross 2 matrix. You have to take 2 cross 1 column vector. So x, y, transpose. So it is a 2 cross 1 column vector. If you determine x and y, then you are done. If you determine x and y, then you are done. Okay. Now let us determine x and y. How we have to determine x and y? So you have to determine x and y with respect to the condition ax equal to lambda x or a minus lambda I into x equal to 0. So you have to keep that in mind. We have a minus lambda I into x equal to 0, right? So this you have to keep in mind. But this will be actually here lambda is minus 1, right? So lambda is minus 1 means minus lambda is plus 1. So a plus I into x equal to 0. That implies what is a plus I? You have to add 1. See, actually it is a plus I means a plus 1 into I, right? So you have to add 1 to diagonal entries of a. You have to add 1 to diagonal entries of a. You can check that it will be 2, 2, 5, 5. Actually earlier we had 1, 2, but adding 1 to diagonal entry it will be 2. 5, 4, but adding 1 to diagonal entry you will get 5. Into what is x, capital X1, okay, x1 antala. Now it is good. X, y equal to, right hand side is a 0 column vector, right? X, y, okay, sorry, it is 0, 0, right? 0, 0. Now from this, let us just write here only 2x plus 2y equal to 0 and 5x plus 5y equal to 0. You can use any one equation because both are equivalent. So from this the conclusion is x plus y equal to 0 or x equal to minus y. This is the relation we want, x equal to minus y. So put y equal to k. Put y equal to k, then capital X1 will be x, y, you have to write alva. So y is k, then what will be x? Minus k, k minus k transpose. So that will be the eigenvector corresponding to lambda 1. Therefore x1 equal to minus k comma k transpose. That's all. Next, case 2, same process you have to repeat. Case 2, so lambda 2 equal to 6 and assume capital X2 equal to xy column vector transpose, xy transpose. Okay, that is, see, actually it will be a minus lambda 2I into x2 equal to 0, alva. So that implies what? A minus 6I times of lambda I, okay, x2 equal to 0. So a minus 6I means you have to subtract 6 from the diagonal entries of a. You have to subtract 6 from the diagonal entries of a. So okay, earlier we had here 1, subtracting 6 it will be minus 5, minus 5 to 5, we had 4, right? 4 minus 6 will get minus 2 into x y equal to 0 comma 0, 0 0 column vector. Now from this we got minus 5x plus 2y equal to 0. You can write one more equation, but it is not necessary because that also gives you same relation. So from this only you can proceed. So from this we will be getting 5x equal to 2y. So x equal to 2 by 5 into y. Let say you can choose y any scalar. You are free to choose. So let us try to avoid this denominator in x. Why we should have a denominator? Let us take y to be 5k. Then x will be 2k. So x2, capital X2 will be 2k 5k transpose. So that completes the solution of problem A. Next consider problem B. So the matrix is okay, B equal to 2 0 1 0 2 0 1 0 2. Okay, this is the matrix solution. See, earlier we had a simple matrix of order 2 cross 2, so the solution was easy, but we need to spend much time for this one. So here solution B minus, okay, just to avoid confusion, take A only. A minus lambda I, because we are familiar with A, so A minus lambda I will be 2 minus lambda 0 1 0 2 minus lambda 0 1 0 2 minus lambda. This is A minus lambda I, the matrix I have written. Now A minus lambda I, determinant of A minus lambda I equal to 0 implies will be, after all simplification, I am not going to do all simplifications here. After all simplifications, it will be 2 minus lambda into lambda minus 3 into lambda minus 1 equal to 0. So you can simplify this in this way: 2 minus lambda times, so 2 minus lambda into 2 minus lambda square minus 0 plus 1 into 0 minus 2 minus lambda equal to 0. So it will be actually 2 minus lambda cube minus of 2 minus lambda equal to 0. So that step you had to do. So after writing the matrix, I am directly writing the polynomial. This I have written directly, and this is what you had to do actually. So for every problem I am not going to do this step, I will directly write the characteristic polynomial. So then from this lambda will be equal to 1 2 3. So the eigenvalues are lambda 1 equal to 1, lambda 2 equal to 2, and lambda 3 equal to 3. Right? Now we need to find corresponding eigenvectors. So to find eigenvectors, case 1, lambda 1 equal to 1. So A my, okay, and assume x1 equal to x y z. Here A is a matrix of order 3 cross 3, right? So x y z transpose. Now A minus lambda 1 I times of x1 equal to 0 implies A minus lambda 1 is 1, right? a minus I into x1 equal to 0. So that will be, actually I'll directly write the matrix. See, I have to subtract 1 from the diagonal entries. So it will be, earlier we had here 2, but here after subtracting 1 it will be 1 0 1 0 2 ittu, so 1 agutte 0 and 0 0 1. So this is what we are supposed to get. The x y z, right, equal to 0 0 0 0 0 0. So solving this, we get x plus z equal to 0 from first equation. From second equation you get y equal to 0, and the third equation you get z equal to 0. Okay, so x plus z equal to 0. Okay, there is a mistake. Yes, it is 1 now. So these two equations I'll get. Y is 0, y is fixed, that is 0, and x equal to minus z. Put z equal to k, then x will be minus k. So the eigenvector is, eigenvector is capital X1 equal to minus k 0 k transpose, minus k 0 k transpose. So that is the eigenvector corresponding to first eigenvalue. Next, case 2. Case 2, lambda 2 equal to 2, and assume x2 equal to, x y z transpose. Then a minus lambda 2I into x2 equal to 0 implies a minus lambda 2I, that is a minus 2I into x2 equal to 0. Subtract 2 from the diagonal entries of a, so it will be 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 0 0. You can check this. After subtracting 2 from the diagonal entries of a, you get this one, into x y z equal to 0. 0 means you have to write 0 matrix, don't just write 0. So from this you can get that z equal to 0, then x equal to 0. So z equal to 0 and x equal to 0, and there is no information about y here. The meaning of that, y can take any value. Let y equal to k. Let y equal to k. The corresponding eigenvector is E vector ಅಂತ ಬರೀತೀನಿ. Eigenvector is capital x2 equal to 0 k 0 transpose. So we got the second eigenvector. Now third eigenvector, eigenvector corresponding to third eigenvalue. So case 3, lambda 3 equal to 3, and assume capital X3 equal to x y z transpose. Then a minus lambda 3 into I into x3 equal to 0 implies a minus 3I into x3 equal to 0. That means you have to subtract 3 from the diagonal entries of a. So we'll be getting that minus 1 0 1 0 minus 1 0 1 0 minus 1 into x y z equal to 0 0 0. Can check that the relationship you are going to get is minus x plus z equal to 0 and y equal to 0. Actually you get minus y equal to 0, which implies this. So x equal to z. Put z equal to k, then x will be equal to k. The eigenvector is k 0 k transpose, that is equal to x3. So that completes problem B. Next, problem C. Problem C capital A equal to 1 0 minus 2 0 0 0 minus 2 0 4. Solution. So here a minus lambda I is, I am just writing important steps, I am not writing all the steps, keep that in mind. So a minus lambda I is 1 minus lambda 0 minus 2 0 minus lambda 0 minus 2 0 4 minus lambda, right? So determinant of a minus lambda I equal to 0 implies 1 minus lambda times minus lambda into 4 minus lambda minus 0, again minus 0, minus 2 times of 0 minus 2 lambda. So simplifying this, you will be getting f of lambda to be, okay, then equal to 0 madbekalla, yes, not necessary to write f of lambda. So you can check that it will be actually lambda square times of 5 minus lambda equal to 0. Okay, solving this we get the roots, which are, so the eigenvalues are lambda equal to 0 comma 0. See, lambda square you have, so 0 is a root of multiplicity 2, 0 comma 0 comma 5. Next, to find the eigenvectors, case 1, lambda 1 equal to 0. So both these roots are considered as lambda 1. Now lambda 1 equal to 0. See, actually I have lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3. So lambda 1 equal to lambda 2 equal to lambda 0 you can take. Okay, or simply just take lambda 1 equal to 0. So two distinct roots, and assume x2 equal to, x1 equal to x, y, z transpose. Then a minus lambda 1 into I times of x1 equal to 0 implies here lambda is 0, right? So a x1 equal to 0. So that you will be getting as, you have to subtract no entry. So you get the same thing, 1 0 2, then 0 0 0 minus 2 0, okay, 1 0 minus 2 it is. What I have written in the statement? Okay, minus 2. Yes. 1 0 minus 2 0 0 0 minus 2 0 4 times x1, that is x, y, z equal to 0 0 0 0. So what do you get from this? X plus, okay, minus 2, right? So x minus 2z equal to 0, and second row 0 0 0, no problem, and minus 2x plus 4z equal to 0. So from these two you can check that you will be having x equal to 2z. Choose z equal to k. Choose z equal to k. Then the corresponding eigenvector is, capital X1 equal to z equal to k. So x will be 2k 0 k transpose. Next, case 2. Actually I should take lambda 3, it is. Lambda 2 is also 0, so I will take lambda 3. Lambda 3 is 5, and assume x3 equal to, as usual, x, y, z transpose. Then a minus lambda 3I into x equal to 0 implies a minus 5I into x equal to 0. So that is, I have to subtract 5 from diagonal entries of A. So what we have, minus 4 I will get, minus 4, 0, minus 2, 0, minus 5, 0, minus 2, 0, minus 1 times of x, y, z equal to 0. Okay, from this we will be getting minus 4x minus 2z equal to 0, and minus 5y equal to 0, so which implies y is 0, and from this you can check that minus 2x minus z equal to 0. So okay, this will be minus 2x minus z equal to 0, that implies minus 2x equal to z, so x equal to minus z by 2. Choose z equal to minus 2k. Then the eigenvector is, then the corresponding eigenvector is capital X3 equal to, okay, first entry it will be minus minus cancel, 2 to cancel, k 0 minus 2k transpose. So that completes problem, I think, C. Next, D. Okay, problem D is A equal to 8 minus 6 2 minus 6 7 minus 4 2 minus 4 3. Solution. Let now a minus lambda I will be 8 minus lambda minus 6 2 minus 6 7 minus lambda minus 4 2 minus 4 3 minus lambda. So simplifying this, you can check that finally you get the polynomial. Actually, lambda minus times of lambda cube, you get this one, f of lambda equal to minus lambda cube plus 18 lambda square minus 45 lambda equal to 0. So that implies, okay, that is as f of lambda equal to 0 implies, so you can multiply this road by minus sign and then simplify, it will be lambda cube minus 18 lambda square minus 45, okay, plus 45 lambda equal to 0. So you get the roots are lambda equal to 0 comma 3 comma 15. The eigenvalues are lambda 1 equal to 0, lambda 2 equal to 3 and lambda 3 equal to 15. Okay, now we need to find the corresponding eigenvectors. The corresponding eigenvectors is to find the eigenvectors. First, case 1, lambda 1 equal to 0 and x1 equal to x, y, z transpose. So a minus lambda 1 into I times of x equal to 0 implies ax equal to 0. That actually gives you, that is 8 minus 0, so 8 minus 6 2 minus 6 7 minus 4 2 minus 4 3 into x, y, z is equal to 0 okay, equal to 0 0 0. So here you need to apply row operations, or you have to write equations from this and then simplify. That process I am not going to do here. So finally actually we will be arriving at 4x minus 3y plus z equal to 0 and y minus z equal to 0. So y minus z equal to 0 implies y equal to z, right? So here we will get 4x minus 3y, okay, minus 3z plus z, that is minus 2z equal to 0. So x will be z by 2. X will be z by 2. Okay. Choose z equal to k. Then x1 equal to k by 2 k transpose. That is the first eigenvector. Next, case 2. Here lambda 2 is 3. And x2 is x, y, z transpose. Okay. Now a minus lambda 2I into x2 equal to 0, that implies a minus 3I into x2 equal to 0, which implies, right, subtracting 3, actually we will be getting this one, 3 minus, okay, 5 minus 6 2 minus 6 4 minus 4 and 2 minus 4 0 into x, y, z equal to 0 0 0. So you can multiply both the sides, then simplify this. You will be getting actually 5x minus 6y plus 2z equal to 0 and then 2y plus z equal to 0. And then see from this 2y plus z equal to 0. So y will be minus z by 2. And okay, let us avoid fractions. it's necessarily having fraction, that is not good. So z equal to minus 2y, and you can check that x will be equal to 2y. Choose y equal to k, choose y equal to k, then x2 will be, you can check, it will be 2k k minus 2k transpose. That is the eigenvector corresponding to lambda 2 equal to 3. So case 3, lambda 3 equal to 15, lambda 3 equal to 15. So a minus lambda 3I times of x3, you have to assume x3 is x y z transpose, lambda 3I into x equal to 0 implies a minus 15I times of x3 equal to 0. That implies we'll be getting the matrix minus 7, minus 6, 2, minus 6, minus 8, minus 4, 2, minus 4, minus 12 times of x y z equal to 0, 0, 0. Again, this needs some simplification. Finally, we will be arriving at 7x plus 6y minus 2z equal to 0 and y plus 2z equal to 0, and y plus 2z equal to 0. Then you can check that y will be equal to minus 2z and x will be equal to plus 2z. Choose z equal to k, then capital X3 will be 2k minus 2k k transpose. So that completes the solution. So now let us list some problems, take it as exercise and try to solve. I think ABCD 4 problems we solved. ABCD E 1 minus 1 0 1 0 0 and minus 1 1 minus 1. So this is the one you need to consider as exercise. Next, there is one more exercise, A B C D E F. Minus 2 minus 2 2 minus 3 2 1 minus 6 minus 1 minus 2 0. And let's take one more. 1 minus 1 1 1 0 0. Okay, sorry, this is not 0. This is 1. 1 minus 1 1 1 0 0 minus 1 1 minus 1. Yes, this is over. Next, one more problem. 1 0 minus 2. Okay. A B C D E of G, right? So G 1 minus 6 minus 4 0 4 2 0 minus 6 minus 3. Now try to solve these three and then find the corresponding eigenvalues and eigenvectors. So with that we are going to wind up discussion on eigenvalues and eigenvectors. So from the next class we will discuss about diagonalization of vectors. I mean diagonalization of matrices, not vectors. Diagonalization of matrices we discuss in the next class.